Welcome to the League 2.0 podcast, featuring your hosts, Charlie Little and Kyle Jackson.
Wow, we're here. It's podcast time. We've done this in so long. How you doing, Kyle?
So good, man. Had some technical issues here.
Oh, that was an absolute headache. That was the worst. Oh, I'm so thankful that we're doing this now, though. This is wonderful. It means it's football season.
Oh, yeah. Best time of the year.
Oh, I love it. All right. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully everyone in the league is listening. I'd assume everyone listens, right? No one would not listen.
I think so.
Okay, good. So we're just going to quickly recap last year. You're listening to the champion of last year, which was what a lovely year that was for me. It kind of happened, and it was, I don't know, it felt like our least exciting year, to be honest. I don't know why.
Because you
maybe because the commish won, which is unfortunate. And I barely won too. I beat Steve 94-88, basically. Like that's a yucky win.
It's a good matchup though.
Yeah, close. Yeah. I got lucky. I think he had CMC out. I think he had a bunch of injuries, so I kind of hobbled my way in there. Yeah. And then Gavin took down my dad in the third place final game, which that was the best year my dad's had. Shiitake Spew was coming for you, and wow, they almost did it. They tried.
Yeah. Just short.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I crushed my exactly. Well, that's what you'd hope, right? As long as he picks the right keepers, which we will discuss that. Which, just an announcement: Kyle hasn't looked. Kyle isn't aware of who was kept, so it's going to be a surprise. Genuine.
Only my guys, and Gavin's guys.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, Gavin is. He's all.
Oh, and Finn, because he told everyone.
Yes. Yeah, Finney's not afraid.
Nor should he be.
But yeah, it was a good year. I enjoyed winning. I like having a Devon Chain jersey. That's kind of cool. You guys will get to see that at the draft. Yeah, it looks nice.
It's probably just one good year, so.
Excuse me?
What?
I also want to just touch on the top players from last year. I don't know if Kyle, if you have this open on your browser.
I don't, but I can pull it up.
All right. Well, the top quarterbacks. Can you guess who number one was, Kyle?
Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, maybe?
Josh Allen. Josh Allen with 410 points, which is pretty insane. He had 15 rushing touchdowns, which is nuts.
That's a lot.
And even though he had 18 interceptions, he was an absolute beast. And he's a free agent this year. He'll be available in the draft, which is kind of cool.
Okay. I thought maybe he was kept.
Number 2 was Jalen Hurts, who I also could not keep this year, so he'll be available. And then number 3 I found shocking was Dak Prescott. Did you know that?
I did, because CD.
Yes, true. They turned it on
very good together. Dak looks pretty bad without him.
Yeah,
it's preseason. Exactly. Oof. Looks like Daniel Jones out there.
Which actually, it looks like Dak might have... Oh, no. He didn't throw for the most yards, but he was right up there. Crazy. I didn't realize Dak was that good. On to wide receivers. Can you guess who the number 1 receiver was?
Oh, yeah.
CD. Another free agent coming into the draft. Crazy.
That's big.
Tyreek Hill, number 2. He was close behind. And then Amon-Ra, number 3, which was quite surprising.
Just steady.
And he played 16 games. He didn't play 17 games. Crazy.
He was just good every game, it felt like. Never, I don't think he had, one giant week. Just consistent.
Just 10 catches every game.
Felt like it, yeah.
And then the top 3 running backs. Christian McCaffrey, obviously.
Easy, yeah.
It was funny. I texted Steve. I was like, wow, I can't believe you came second last year. What was your secret? And he said CMC. So, yeah, that. But the number 2 running back, which is quite shocking, was Raheem Mostert.
He scored so many touchdowns.
He did. Yeah, he had 18 rushing touchdowns.
No one thinks he can do it again. His ADP is pretty low.
Yeah. So
for a guy who scored so much touchdowns as number 2 RB last year. It's kind of crazy. But
very crazy.
I don't think personally he'll be able to repeat it. But
another guy
goes down.
Number 3, another guy who isn't getting a ton of respect is Travis Etienne.
Oh yeah,
he had a kind of a quietly good year. I don't
It
remember
feels like they haven't
Gavin.
really fully unleashed him either.
No. Like, actually, that whole offense didn't feel completely unleashed, right?
No, not at all.
And now this year they've got they made some interesting moves in the offseason, that's for sure.
Yeah, it should be a weird season for them. I don't really think they got better, that's for sure.
You don't think so? And
They
then
lost
actually,
Ridley and-
speaking of that team of Jacksonville, so if you look at tight ends, so Sam Laporta was number one. He was insane. But another guy that's under the radar is Evan Ingram, number
my
2.
boy, former Giant, the one that got away.
Oh man,
I loved throwing the ball in Madden. He was such a glitch in the first couple years.
I feel like you used to love, like, when he was drafted, you even loved him, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, love the talent.
He's just held
and he
back.
looked good when Eli was there, and then when Eli wasn't there,
Yeah, it's
like everyone else.
And that brings up the big question about that big wide receiver they got this year. Can Daniel Jones, can he keep him? Can he get the ball to him enough? Who knows?
You know my opinions on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be such a fun draft. All right, so let's move on to the keepers, which you're not fully aware of all the keepers, I believe.
I am not.
All right, so we're gonna start from.
You gotta tell me which round they're kept in as well, because I don't know otherwise.
Okay. Do you have anything open on your screen, or am I just telling you everything?
Just tell me. I don't want to spoil it.
All right, so we're gonna go from the first pick all the way down to the last picking team. So we'll start off with Finney. JJ loves it deep. He kept Justin Jefferson. He'll be a first overall pick. And Breece
Seems
Hall.
wild, but it makes sense when you actually think about it.
Yeah, so it ended up being like an all or nothing for Finney, because if he kept Breece Hall alone, he would move up to the first round. Yeah, so overall, to have both those guys to start is huge.
It's definitely the right move.
And people might be a bit low on JJ just because of his quarterback, right?
Yeah, maybe, but they've had some pretty bad quarterbacks there before when Kirk got hurt, and it was fine.
Yeah, right?
He's such a good talent, I don't think it really matters.
100%. So we'll see. I think Finney, he'll be tough right off the hop. That's a good first and second, although he doesn't have first and second round picks, so because of that. So
that is true, but you can't get much better than those two as your first 2 picks, though.
No,
because even hypothetically, if you would have picked Breece Hall first overall, it's not that much of a reach. I think his ADP is like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
so it's not that. Like, either way, it's not that bad.
100%.
So it's definitely the right
move. Wally World, he's keeping. So he picked up Mark Andrews in free agency. So he's his 8th round pick.
8th round. Okay.
And then Curtis Samuel, which he had told me Debo originally, he changed to Curtis.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe it could be because he's in Buffalo. Maybe he's getting a little more. Yeah, I guess he could be the top target.
Yeah, their wide receiver is very weak, and no one really knows who the one target is there. Maybe it's Kincaid, but it's a lot of targets vacated that are available for someone. Someone's going to be elite there.
Yeah, so it's not.
And Mark Andrews in the 8th round is so good.
Oh yeah. And like, is he back fully from injury? Like, is he okay? I haven't really checked on that.
I think so. I'm not really sure either, I guess, but even if he misses the first week or 2, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
it'll still be such a value.
So, and because Curtis Samuel will be a 9th round pick, that means that Wally World keeps his first round pick, which will actually kind of be the first overall pick because JJ doesn't have one. So,
wow,
that'll be interesting. Will he take the number 1 guy?
Not bad, not bad.
Total Immortal, so 3rd.
Ooh,
so he's keeping Rashee Rice in the 8th round, which is good. He could be the number 1.
Oh yeah,
he could be the number 1 receiver. For KC.
He looks so good. As long as there's no legal issues, which I don't think there will be this season, he's a steal. He looks so good the second half of the year. The clear number 1 target. I would say maybe even ahead of Kelsey.
Wow, that's huge.
Kelsey was kind of quiet. I had him.
The only problem there is just there's been so many years of no number 1 wide receiver on KC, so it's hard to trust it. But as an 8th round pick, is no concerns there, and that means that he retains his, I guess, 3rd overall pick. So
Right, so he didn't keep Bijan, which seems crazy, but he can just pick him
And then
again
that
if it's there.
resets the timer of keeping. So it's
It's
really
actually smart.
really
It's very
smart
smart.
move. Very adept. Managing there by Mr. Andrew Cannell. All right.
Because worst case scenario, someone takes, or Wally would take Bijan hypothetically, and then he'd still end up with CMC, which is probably better.
100%.
Like, there's no downfall. It's a win-win for Cannell.
100, and he could
Smart
take
move.
CeeDee Lamb if he wanted. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So then on to Rogue Vile, Shane. He's keeping Nick Chubb as an 8th round pick. He picked him up in free agency. He was injured, obviously. I don't know what to expect from him this year.
I don't know how much he's going to even play. I know he's not going to play the first few weeks for sure. And Jerome Ford was pretty good, so they might ease him back. But if Nick Chubb comes back and he's Nick Chubb, look out. That's a great keep.
Very good keep.
It's worth the risk.
100%.
Very, very much worth that risk. Smart. Okay. It feels like these people are getting smarter.
They're learning. A lot of them are learning. Not all of them, but some of them. Most of them.
Oh,
on to Thunder Gun Express. We got Perry. He's keeping DK Metcalf as his 3rd round pick, which is fine. That's about value. I think it's saying he's 33rd overall, and I think I saw he's rated 35th. So that's two picks of value there. So, and then his really good keeper is Nico Collins in the 8th.
Oh, Nico.
Right? Wouldn't you love to draft him? So I'm kind of sad he's not available.
Oh, so much. Especially because even though they added Diggs, I don't really think it matters.
No, it really does feel like Diggs is kind of dying off, and he's just gonna ride off into the sunset.
And, he was complaining in preseason for more targets. Like, man,
are you serious?
Yeah, they saw him he was on the sidelines yelling at them.
Oh man,
I was like, bro,
CJ Stroud,
you're the 3rd best receiver on that team. Maybe like relax.
Yeah, you're the new guy. Chill, bud. And then we're on to Riley. He's going clean slate. He's keeping nobody.
Nobody. Okay. Wow. Okay.
He couldn't keep Cooper Kupp, which I feel like he kept for like 3 years, which is illegal. I don't know. He didn't actually, but it feels like
I think he had them year 1 like you had Chase, right? So
yeah, he had him forever. So he's got to start fresh. I feel like he had Derrick Henry and Cooper Kupp for like 1,000 years.
Yeah, I don't know who else he could have kept, but I feel like there was someone. Because I know Gavin made like his own projections that who he thought everyone would keep, and he definitely had players picked for Riley, and I thought it made sense.
I guess it would have been handy if I had the page open that shows.
I don't have that information. I don't think
I'm able to pull that up. One sec. You talk. 1 sec.
Oh.
So, what do you think about this summer? How's your summer been? Has it been a good summer?
It's been busy. Bowen's a menace.
He's loving daycare, right?
Oh, loves daycare so much. Him and Francis both just love
it. Okay, I pulled it up.
Okay.
So he could have kept Dak Prescott if he wanted.
Could have kept Dak.
He could have kept Dak. He could have kept Joe Mixon technically.
Okay. So
but nah.
Nothing wrong. Okay, so clean slate makes sense, maybe.
Evan Ingram.
Oh,
DeAndre Swift.
Okay. There's some
so
guys, but nothing
possible.
Crazy. Yeah. He might have made nothing wrong with the clean slate.
Yeah, it's exciting, right? You got the whole draft. You get to do something. All right, on to DeAndre the Giants. This is Liz and David.
Okay.
I am a little bit worried about this team. I think
like
they're kind of they had a quiet year and now they're really building towards something. So they have Jonathan Taylor as a 5th round pick.
Ooh, okay.
Which I believe he's like
nice.
10th overall.
Yeah, I think he's 10
in ranking. And then Garrett Wilson as a 6th round pick.
Great picks, yep. Garrett Wilson's poised for a breakout. As long as Rodgers is playing. That's all. The only thing that held him back was Rodgers not being there.
100%. Yeah. So what's the word in training camp? Is Aaron Rodgers even participating?
Oh, yeah, he's been. They had joint practice against the Giants the other day, and they just cooked them.
Okay.
And then there's a clip of Rodgers and Wilson talking to Malik Neighbors, complimenting his game, how much they liked his game coming out of college. And I was like, cool, man.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Malik Neighbors. Who's that?
Never heard of him.
And they keep their 1st round pick, which they have the 7th pick, which is really the 6th pick. So they could be getting someone nice here in the 1st round. So I'm a little bit worried about them. They're on my radar as a pretty good team coming in here. So we're moving on to Way She Goes. Another, I think, really good team coming in. So Winter He's keeping Drake London as a 4th-round pick and Chris Olave.
Chris Olave, easy picks.
Yeah, so that's like his little stable of receivers he's been holding on to the last couple of years.
So he's got 2 receivers already, and let's be fair, we know he's picking a receiver in the first round, which seems crazy. You know, we already kept 2.
True, yeah.
But
wait, what receiver is he going to take in the first?
I think he wants Neighbors, no?
Yes, good point. Yep, good
Nah.
call.
You know who he wants.
Yeah.
Bird Gang.
But yeah, so Drake London, there's a lot of talk about him coming into this year. I think he's like a top 25 round value. So
Finally got a quarterback there.
yes, exactly. So we'll see if Atlanta becomes a better offense because they've been really hard to watch.
I think they definitely should be. They'll definitely be better. Just more or less how much better.
And do you think Pitts will be useful?
I think he could.
Ooh.
Like, I still like the talent. There's no. Oh man, it was so frustrating watching him. Even when he was open, they would just airmail him. Like, he's still a mismatch to anyone who's covering him. So like, the talent's legit.
I feel like
Kirk likes tight ends in the past.
I feel like there's a lot of intriguing tight ends this year.
There is.
Okay, so on to a team named Action Jackson. They're keeping their 2nd-round pick, Jahmyr Gibbs, that's quite exciting.
Yep.
And then Rachaad White in the 6th round. So that's kind of cool.
It's not pretty. He's not a pretty player to watch, but just steady. He catches like 100 balls.
He's a yucky boy.
So yucky.
But that's a good start, especially Jahmyr Gibbs in the 2nd, and you keep your 1st round. A lot of people are keeping their 1st-round picks this year, which isn't always the case, so that's going to be exciting.
Wait, it is? Isn't that the 2nd one only?
What?
So far that you've told me?
What?
Keeping 1st-round picks? Oh, keeping their
like they have, like they can draft.
Okay,
yes. A lot of people are drafting in the 1st round, so that'll be.
I thought you said a lot of people have kept their players. So I thought everyone afterwards would keep. And I was like, oh baby.
Sorry for the confusion outside of me disappearing every 3 seconds. Okay, Bryce, the Magic School Bus. He's keeping Tyreek Hill as the 10th overall pick. That's good value.
Easy.
And then another sneaky keep is Isaiah Pacheco in the 4th.
Oh, love the player.
So that is a really a smart keeps there. I think Bryce is coming into this year with a little bit of fire.
But Pacheco runs too.
Those are like 2 of the fastest players. Crazy. And then
it doesn't look like Pacheco's moving fast though.
Not always. He's just like, it just looks like he's running so hard, like unnecessarily.
Oh yeah,
hard.
his feet are indenting the field. You can see it. There's just feet prints everywhere.
Yeah, they'll replace the field.
Replace
the field after he's played there. Okay, so are you ready? Buckle up. I'm sorry, Dad, but this is.
No.
I double checked with him. He was confident in this decision. Okay, so. The Shiitake Spew will be keeping Trey McBride in the 8th round, which is fine. All right.
Yeah, it's great. He might be a tight end 1 or 2 this year. He's talented enough to be.
He definitely is. Very exciting. But he decided to just keep Trey McBride. Now,
what were the other options?
Do you recall his roster at all? There's some interesting.
All I remember is Wan'Dale Robinson because he wouldn't give him to me.
So he's keeping Trey McBride, which good for him. He loves Trey McBride.
Completely fine.
But he also had Sam Laporta as, I believe, an 8th round pick of value.
Ooh.
Did not keep him.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I don't know why, but he's not keeping him.
Well, keeping 2 tight ends would be crazy.
That's crazy, but
I guess he decided he likes Trey better.
I guess so.
Seems crazy.
Bold take, I guess.
But again, Arizona's kind of a wild card, I guess, for targets. I know they have that one new receiver there. I can't remember his name. Maybe I'll ask Winter. He'll remind me. But Trey McBride is very good. So maybe it's going on the upside because Detroit has a lot of other options. Maybe that's his thinking. Is there someone else he could have kept as well?
I don't know if he's thinking that much because he also had CJ Stroud as an option.
Oh, my God.
And I believe that would have cost him, because he's keeping Trey McBride, either an 8th or a 9th. I'm pretty sure.
Man, I forgot he had Stroud.
Yeah. He might have been
my God,
a top 5 quarterback as a rookie. That's fine.
Yeah, his ADP's like top 5 this year.
And then
40th overall, 48th.
He
wow, okay.
Also decided to not keep Tank Dell, which is another great option.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know.
Dad's roster was very good last year, though.
So I'm thinking his mindset was that he has a lot of bad luck with keepers, and by keeping players,
Yeah.
they'll be hurt. So maybe he's actually helping the league by doing this. I don't know.
No, that seems crazy. That's a lot of talent to just give away.
I know. Like, is he that confident? I don't know.
Yeah, he did better than me last year, so maybe he's right. What do I know? Seems crazy, though.
I feel like somehow Shiitake Spew always finds a way to create some intrigue with his team. I don't know how.
Love it.
Okay, so
wow.
Anyway, sorry about that, Dad, but yeah, just
Trey McBride over Sam Laporta seems crazy alone.
100%.
But like, I get it. Like, I get it. It just feels weird.
Oh, it's very bold. He's a bold guy. What can I say?
He is a bold guy.
All right, so on to Toronto Flatliners. Wow. They are keeping Zay Flowers in the 6th, which is solid, and probably one of the best keeps as Kyren Williams in the 8th.
Yeah, he was electric last year.
So that's huge. Great start for him.
And McVay just likes giving the ball to one guy. He loves his workhorses.
He does. Although they did draft a pretty high-end running back this year.
They did.
Charbonnet, I believe.
I can't remember his name right now, so I don't want to be wrong, but it sounds right. But a little controversial, his keepers as well. Not that they're not good value and everything, but he had some very good talent that he could have kept in the earlier rounds.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He had CeeDee Lamb.
He has CD. I feel like there was other people too, but like he could have had CD at the end of the first, which, hey, that's great value.
He had Amon-Ra and CD.
Yeah.
And Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
And Kyler Murray.
So his team was very good. And he chose to keep two of the later guys. But, hey, they're great values, and I know Gavin likes the value more than anything.
Yeah.
I understand the thinking, but it just seems wild. I appreciate putting the top first-round players in the draft, though.
I guess, is he allowed... Is there anyone he wasn't allowed to keep? No.
I don't think so.
Just Etienne. Right. Etienne. But so... He could have had 2 first-round value wide receivers. Oh, okay.
But it would have been his first and second round pick, and he'd rather just have those picks
to get less good.
I think his thinking is what he was saying is the value is better in the later rounds because instead of getting them in the first few rounds, you get them late, so you make up multiple rounds of value.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I get it.
It does make sense. It's just hard giving up those players.
Hard to give up both of them. Both of them. That's oof.
It might not be a bad idea. CeeDee Lamb, who knows if he's even going to play for a bit.
But
like Jerry Jones, just pay the guy, man. Like, what the fuck?
My other thought, though, is that Gavin has the 12th pick.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have their first round pick. So, like, I don't know. I don't think Amon-Ra or CD would be available at 12.
No, they won't be.
So,
but I think maybe he was thinking maybe other people would keep some of their first guys.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well,
and he'd rather pick. I think he just likes picking early because, hey, who doesn't? It's hard to sit there and watch all the players.
Oh, it's so painful.
Yeah. So maybe I can't really say much about Gavin's team. Every year he's very good, so maybe he knows more than us.
Maybe.
Although you won last year, so maybe not.
He's due for some regression, though. We need him to regress.
I feel like we say that every year.
I know. I remember, I don't know if it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago. We were like criticizing his team, and I think he won.
Yeah. Like, oh man, his team doesn't look as good
as usual. Yeah.
First place.
Yeah. All right, on to Steve Finkel's-Einhorn. He had a big rebuilding year because he's losing CMC. He's keeping Brandon Ayuk in the 3rd, Alvin Kamara in the 5th.
Ooh, okay. Those some yucky boys, only because like Kamara's yucky. Ayuk's incredible, but is he playing?
Yeah, where is he?
I personally don't think he's going to play for the Niners.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's fresh.
Fifth round. Alvin Kamara is about his ADP, isn't it?
I think. I don't know. I haven't really kept track of Alvin Kamara much this year.
His overall ADP is 45, so it's close.
Okay, so it's value.
Well, we're 14 teams. It's hard. We got to always consider that 14 teams.
Yeah,
so it is good value.
He's keeping Alvin at the 69th pick.
Nice. Good players. Just yucky. He's just a yucky boy because New Orleans is yucky.
But yeah, so Brandon Ayuk kind of joins that club of mystery wide receivers, like kind of like Chase and CD, where it's like, what is going on, guys? Just
Chase is the weirdest one to me. Like, bro, you have 2 years on your contract. What are you sitting out for?
I know.
Doesn't make sense to me.
It's stupid. But I guess you know what it is. It's like they don't want to participate. They want to take the time off, vacation.
Yeah, just I don't need to practice. We're good. Hey, remember Chase in his first year in the preseason? How bad he was. He couldn't catch anything.
Dude, he was trolling.
And everyone was like, "That's why I didn't draft him that year."
I know.
It got in my head.
I know. I would not have got him at that value. Like he
No,
broke.
I
the
would have
draft.
taken him, and I took some bum instead of him. I don't even remember his name.
Miles Gaskin.
Oh my god, it was Miles Gaskin. Oh my
Gaskin.
God.
Anyways, speaking of Jamar Chase, chase your dreams. That's me. I am not able to keep Chase, which is very upsetting. I'm gonna miss him.
He'll definitely not be on your team this year.
100% no. I'm gonna miss him.
No,
but it is what it is. So I am keeping Devon Chain and Puka Nakua, which very good value. I wouldn't have.
is Puka? Was he an 8th for you? Or?
It's I didn't know.
I can't remember where you drafted him.
They're both 8th and they're both 8th,
Okay.
so 8th and a 9th.
Wow.
So good start
That's very
for me. I don't know what to expect from Devon Chain this year. Like he needs to be utilized and not get hurt.
Yeah, it's the injury thing that's the issue. He's obviously an electric player, but he's so small.
And then somehow
Such
Puka Nakua, it's hard to like fully trust him. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't.
Right?
I'm glad you're keeping him, so I won't be tempted to pick him at any point.
Dude, he goes in like the end of the first round in most drafts. It's crazy. I don't know what to think.
I would never do that personally because I don't know. Cooper Kupp's still in my opinion, the alpha there.
But even
He
when
missed a lot of
Cooper
time
Kupp
last year.
returned last year, Puka
No, you're
was
right.
the guy.
It just feels wrong.
It does.
It feels gross.
And every time you watch
But at
him,
8th round, there's nothing gross.
Puka doesn't even look that amazing. But he just, I don't know. It's weird.
He wasn't even an early pick. Was he like a 3rd or 4th round pick?
Something like that.
draft?
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah,
off
it
everybody's
wasn't anything
radar.
crazy.
I picked him up as a flyer, the last pick in the draft, I think, or one of the last picks of the
That's
last
so
round.
crazy.
And I picked him up
A
because
big reason why you're sitting as champion.
my dad was gonna pick him too. Actually, my dad was like, he was
Wow.
mad when I took him. I remember I was.
So your dad had a chance to win the league then.
He had a chance. It just went by him.
Wow.
Anyways, last thing we'll just take a little peek at here is who is available, and kind of like a small prediction of the first round ish of the draft.
So the top 2 picks are CD. Christian McCaffrey's available. Tyreek's kept though. But most of the top 20 guys are almost available, or a large chunk of them at least, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, so available players, all offense. So we've got CMC, CD Lamb, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, Amon Ra, AJ Brown, and then they have Derrick Henry ranked pretty high.
What? Over Saquon?
Saquon's right behind him.
Okay. I'm just looking at ADP for general. I'm not on the Yahoo site. That's why I was surprised by that.
The next name is kind of surprised. I don't know if I should say it. Maybe I'll skip over the next name.
Nah, just say it.
It's just some guy in Arizona.
Oh, the guy we can't remember his name, so that's why we can't say it.
Yeah, we'll move on.
I tried to find his jersey. Remember, I was telling you I couldn't find it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's why I'm bringing it up. That would have been so funny.
It would have been amazing. Devontae Adams, which people are down on him. Mike Evans is ranked this high.
He's guaranteed 1,000 yards. It feels like it's not like
it's so yucky.
It is very yucky.
Travis Etienne, Cooper Kupp.
Wow.
Debo.
I forgot Kupp was available. Wow. Okay.
Travis Kelce. Sam Laporta.
Wow.
Josh Allen, DJ Moore, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Waddle. You remember him?
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of talent.
Yeah, so
more so than usual.
They're
at the top of the draft.
It's a great draft to have like a top 5 pick. That's for sure.
Yeah, we don't. Neither of us have that.
Nope.
What am I, 9th? You said? I think.
What are you? Let me see here. You are 9. Yeah, you're right behind Winter.
Oh, I wish I was right before him, just for the lulz, you know.
Yep.
But
he's gonna be trying to. Well, you'll be in front of him.
Well, I can already put his pick in my mock draft. I already know what he's taking.
Yep.
And then the only guy kept in front of me then is Jefferson.
Oh,
no one else is a keeper, right? In front?
Nope. No one.
Yeah, because Bryce is behind me. Okay. Wow, okay. That's crazy.
So it's going to be a wild first 8 picks, let's say.
Yeah.
I just hate like picking last in this kind of draft because I'm going to be left with the fucking old guys. I just know it.
I already know exactly where I'm going to be sitting, and I'm not going to want to pick the player that's there.
Who do you think that is?
A former Giant.
Oh, you don't want him?
Well, I'm keeping 2 running backs.
Oh, good point. Ooh, I'll put you in a tough spot, eh?
And I don't want an Eagle. Especially that Eagle.
Right?
Did us dirty.
It's going to be a tough draft.
That looks where it would fall right in, though, about.
Who's going to fall to me? Like, I'm looking at this list.
Oh, you're going to get, you can draft Sam Laporta.
Oh, man. And Mike Evans? Ugh.
Or you can go Derrick Henry. You know you love him. You can go full old man squad.
That's what's going to happen. I know it. Oh, man. The last time I tried that strat, it bit me in the ass. I took,
James Conner?
Yeah.
No. Was it James Conner?
Yeah, it was.
I can't remember the other player. There was 2 of them back to back.
There was. James Conner and... Was it the Eagle, though? Because he was solid. A.J. Brown? Was it A.J. Brown?
No, there was someone else. I can't remember. But I remember there was 2 older guys, and you hated it because you were kind of put into a corner, and you panic picked. And that's what you came out with. You were so mad immediately after. Because you knew.
Oh, and I had Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, man. Maybe it was
a lot
that.
of hype going in for Ramondre last year.
Yeah, there was. I didn't
still like the player personally, but
I actually didn't love last year, but I did. It was very weird
because you won.
I know. Oh, David Montgomery, that was a good pick, actually.
It was McDowell. It might have been Montgomery, but yeah, it ended up being very good.
What a weird year. Anyways, I'm excited, man. This is gonna be so fun. So this is next weekend, Saturday at Shane's. You'll be there. I'll be there.
12:30, right? 12:30.
12:30. Yep.
12:30 sharp.
Are you bringing?
Perry's going too.
Is your fam coming?
Yep.
Nice.
We are bringing Francis and Bowen.
Waverly will be there. Jasmine will be there.
Oh, Jasmine and Waverly. Okay, nice.
So there'll be a little pool party going on while we draft.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great Saturday. Now that I think about it. Wow.
It will.
I mean, I got the draft all finalized.
Draft some players you don't want to draft. I'm excited about it.
I guess if everyone could please go on the Yahoo website and just take a look at the draft results and make sure I didn't make any mistakes. I'm pretty confident I didn't, but it's always nice to have people double check. I think I'm excited. The one thing I was questioning was Rashee Rice for Andrew. Like, was that a guy he traded for, or did he get him off free agency? I didn't remember.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
I think he was probably a free agent. Because no one was drafting Rice going into last year, I don't think.
I'm not sure. I don't know for sure. But just so everyone knows, if you want to take a look at the keepers and where they land in the draft, if you go on the website on like your computer, not your phone, and if you go to the draft tab and then draft results, you can see everyone's keepers and where they're kept. So you can kind of plot out your picks and all that fun stuff.
Very fun.
The 8th round, obviously, because of that rule, is filled up with dudes, it's kind of fun when you don't have an 8th round keeper because then you are one of the few that pick in that round.
Yeah, there's only 5 of us with a pick in that round, it looks like.
Yeah, which you're one of them, so you must like that.
I am. I do. Well, it's not like there's going to be great talent there, but you win your draft at the back half.
It's true.
The late picks.
Yeah, it's how you win. It's incredible how often there's guys drafted later that end up being a keeper, right?
There's a reason that all these players are kept in the 8th because they were drafted late and now they're
picked
potential
up.
League winners.
Yeah,
or picked up.
Yeah. Anyways, well, we're back. We're podcasting. Do you think we can make this a somewhat common thing? Hopefully, maybe.
It's always the hope.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Everybody peer pressure Kyle to try harder.
That's the key. You got to peer pressure me. I'm always the weak link.
And let's do this again soon. All right, everyone, have a fun draft. Good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.